Welcome to the Flexicrew family. Here at Flexicrew, we believe that the safety of our employees is top priority. To ensure employee safety in the workplace, Flexicrew representatives perform regular client site safety evaluations, participate in safety committee meetings, and offer you training and information on job-specific hazards and best work practices. This general safety orientation is designed to give you general safety information so that you are able to perform your work efficiently and safely. As a Flexicrew employee, you have certain responsibilities that you are expected to uphold when working on client sites. Please take a moment to read over each responsibility. Please note that working safely is a condition of employment at Flexicrew. This includes safe work practices, participation in all JSAs and safety meetings, and reporting all accidents to your supervisor when they occur. Job safety analysis, or JSAs, should be completed and presented by the supervisor, safety person, or foreman on the job each time before starting work, after an accident or near miss, and any time conditions on the job site change presenting new hazards. It is important to participate in JSAs on your job site and point out any hazards that you may see. You have the right to know information about all hazardous chemicals you are required to handle or exposed to on your job site. This information is found on labels as well as material safety data sheets, or MSDS. There should be an MSDS for each chemical on the job site, and all employees should know the location and have access to the MSDS. Personal protective equipment, or PPE. Hard hats protect the head from injury due to falling objects and impact. Some hard hats are designed to protect from low and high voltage. If you are required to wear a hard hat on a client job site and you do not have one, please inform your Flexicrew representative and they will provide you one at no cost. Employees are required to wear steel-toe boots on most of Flexicrew's client sites. Rubber boots, chemical-resistant boots, and slip-resistant footwear are other examples of PPE that may be required and depend on the specific client site you will be working on. Employees are to use proper hearing protection on client sites as required. If hearing protection is required, the client should have hearing protection available to you on site. If hearing protection is required and not available to you on site, please inform a Flexicrew representative. If you are required to wear a respirator, you must complete the medical evaluation, fit test, and training before being cleared to use a respirator. Respirators will be provided to you at no cost. Safety glasses must be worn on all client sites as required and will be provided to you at no cost. Only ANSI Z87 safety glasses will be acceptable. What you wear is important. Make sure you are dressed appropriately for the job you will be performing. Baggy clothing, shorts, and tank tops or sleeveless shirts are prohibited on client sites. Please be aware that some client sites require protective clothing such as reflective safety vests, coveralls, or fire-resistant clothing. If you are unsure about requirements on the client site you are assigned to, ask a Flexicrew representative. U.S. Coast Guard approved personal flotation devices shall be used when working over water. PFDs should fit properly and be securely fastened. Personal fall protection shall be worn in accordance with OSHA and client site requirements, and you should be trained on when, how to use, and how to inspect your personal fall protection before use. If you are required to use personal fall protection and have not been trained, inform your supervisor immediately and ask for training. Back injuries are among the most common workplace injuries. Always use safe lift technique, and remember, if it's too heavy, ask for help. When using ladders, make sure to inspect them prior to use. If defects are found, notify your supervisor so the ladder can be tagged out of service. Always maintain 3 points of contact when climbing a ladder. Example, 2 hands and 1 foot, or 2 feet and 1 hand. Portable extension ladders must extend 36 inches or 3 feet above the surface and tied off. Scaffolding must be erected and tagged by a scaffolding competent person. Always check the scaffold tag to make sure that it has been properly inspected. Be aware of all electrical hazards on your job site. Inspect all electrical tools before use. Keep cords out of water. Do not use equipment if cords are worn or frayed. And remember, only qualified electricians are authorized to work on electrical equipment. Employees must adhere to all signage on the job site. Never enter restricted access areas unless authorized to do so. If you see red danger tape, do not cross it for any reason. This will result in termination. Never enter a confined space unless you have received proper training and have been instructed to do so. When working on client sites where cranes are being used, always be aware of the load and never stand under a load. Only qualified operators should operate cranes. If you are not involved in lift operations, stay away from the area. Never operate a forklift unless you have been properly trained. When working in areas where forklifts are being operated, be aware of your surroundings and watch out. The operator may not always be able to see you. Slips, trips, and falls are one of the most common causes of workplace injuries. Housekeeping is everyone's responsibility. Keep walkways and work areas clean and free of debris that could cause trip hazards. We need everyone's eyes on each job site to ensure safety. If you recognize a hazard that hasn't been addressed, it is your responsibility to stop work and report the hazard to your supervisor. You may also report any workplace hazards to your Flexicrew representative, and they will address it with site supervision. Remember, every client site will have site-specific safety rules, and you are expected to adhere to all safety rules and policies on client sites. Feel free to contact a Flexicrew representative should you have any questions or concerns, and we will be happy to assist you. All accidents, no matter how small, must be reported immediately to your site supervisor and to a Flexicrew representative. If you are in need of medical treatment, a Flexicrew representative will direct you to a clinic in your area. If you have any questions regarding accident reporting, contact a Flexicrew representative. Again, we would like to welcome you to the Flexicrew family, and we hope that this orientation was helpful and informative. Remember, working safely is a condition of employment, and your safety is our #1 priority. We are here to help and encourage you to let us know about any issues, concerns, or ideas you may have to make your job site safer.